All that happens, so at a time I have to do one mantra. Invocar Arcanjo to be there. Past, I didn't do that. I owed. I stayed. I diminished me internally. Realizes I diminished me internally. So there is no more time to waste time. I said, I'm not resting. No longer has it. At that time, Jesus already spoke like this. I have nowhere. Touch my head. He can't rest. The other day, the person asked me, friend, you don't take a vacation? I said, no. Yes. I'm booking the vacation. Is even when it will be. I combined it with Archangel When he takes Michael. It out, I shoot it together. Really understood when you go somewhere. Nor you. Go rest. What is rest? When we are feeling like this, tired, weak, we are. People are those spiritualized. If you are connected, you don't feel tired. What vital energy to release? Then, vital energy in several layers, you know. Some people think it's just strength. Feel full of energy. But what energy are you feeling? I can get this balloon here right, fill with helium gas born. And he goes up. Buddha, I energy so much. And what is it for? He rise. You realize has purpose, has no purpose. So you used one fantastic word. Today, you have to have purpose. When you get out of bed, I'm going where? What is my intention? Because I go there without think what my intention was. Then, you came here to make this train of ours. What was each one's intention? That's what will make a difference. Look, I recorded a video. I called the ants carry the elephant. I wanted to tell people the following. If in the hospital room, the person who goes there to clean the floor, look at the patient and talk like this. He is healed. If who will take food, look at the patient and talk like this. He is healed. He will be healed. It's not positive thinking. Positive thinking is the only part. Only 25% is positive feeling. Already has 50% of the process. Look how everything changes. A feeling stronger than thought. The best thing is to have a systematic thought. A feeling wrapped in thought. In China, there is a hospital called Hospital Without Medicine. Has a case. Fantastic there. But it's fantastic and is as follows. A woman here from the West had cancer. I had cancer in the bladder. But it was already so big that the doctors said, there is nothing to do. And then she went to China for this, to this hospital. And interesting, because this has been documented. So what happens? 3 doctors came to take care of her and Tim. She was having a live CT scan. Then it was seen on the computer. There where her bladder was. Where was the cancer? You see the size and see everything. There, those doctors, probably talking around her. In Chinese, obviously, right? And there, the cancer started to go down instantly. It didn't stay for after it's in time decreased and disappeared. The cancer is gone. Ours is documented. Then if you can, until I send it to you, as on YouTube, I will try to find the video. YouTube was a lecture by Du. For it is I pass it on to you. I will try to find it. It's worth a look. It's fantastic, right? There you speak. Well then, it was making a powerful mantra. Were with powerful intention. He was just decreeing this. Is cured. Is cured. We will stay, and she healed, cured. Then it was proven Ali on the computer, on time, instantly. Because there is one field. One field, God made everything ready. God has the solution before the problem. He installed in the world the solution before the problem. He installed in the world the medicine before the disease. It's true. Everything is installed. I was once walking. It's a spiritual walk. And then I noticed that that city had a lot of... I knew. Actually, I didn't know. Because there are so many trees of this type repeated. Big bushes, you know. Then they spoke like this. Oh, that's assafish. One floor I spoke are... People here have a lot of lung problems, she said. There's why, you know... I spoke. Because where this plant is born is to cure lung problems, you understood? Look at this. And it's all like this. The human being runs over, sometimes passes over a small bush on the sidewalk that is growing, that your cure is under your nose, under the nose. So we, humanity, lost this contact with nature. God has finished everything ready for us, so the solution already exists before the problem exists. So what you have to do is access the field, only the field. He is in the present. If you will do the prayer, I need get cured, I need have resources. The field that is there does not understand that, He only understands the present. Jesus was clear. He spoke like this. The most powerful prayer is that which, thanks, already done what you are going to ask. Thanks. That day he said like this. Every time I went to heal someone, I thanked the Father first for the cure. And he did. See, well, he did this. He did the right thing. I thank you for being healed. No, I need to be healed. So, when he taught the mantra, you know, my video has the most accesses. On YouTube is the mantras that Jesus spoke, and you didn't notice, is the one with the most access. When he said, look at the mantle, it's very powerful. I am the resurrection and life. For example, of my finances, now, right in my hands, you're doing this, is decreeing a matrix that he employs. One thing, it's America that talks like that, right? You know, the water is wonderful. You will say, I think so too. But now, when a giant light being like Jesus, like Buddha, as Christina, say something, stays in the universe. And you, when you enter the frequency, you access and hear for eternity, and hear for eternity. Then one of the mantras, most powerful, is that what can do to your liver. You can do, I am the resurrection. The life of my liver. Resurrection is life. It's already, the cure is already existing there. You shouldn't ask is, for the disease to go away, you should already thank for the cure. This is the principle. Because this field theory that ICE tried to find, the unified field theory, more than was placed there, is the ether. We consider the four elements Ni on the ground, air, water, and fire. But in the East, there is the ether, is its fifth element. And it is in the ether that the field is. So why that we have so much difficulty staying in the present? All news takes you to the past, and worrying about the future. Nothing is in the present. Notice well, nothing is in the present. So our effort today is to be in the present, or present. You know what the gift is. Present is eternity. But how come eternity you are in the present? Is the whole, there is nothing left, backwards or forwards. Everything happens in the present. So if we are, we had is a step forward. Oh, but I have a lot of faith. Understood. Then people talk like that, no. Corinthians has to be champion. We'll choose evil, right? But okay. That one, I don't even have faith. But you realize it's a doubt in that faith. This is a faith of doubt. It's not an unbreakable faith. It is a faith of doubt. So you have that of doubt, has the doubt. Has to be, so it's not yet, and of doubt whether it will be or not. And if I'm asking like this, it's because I don't believe he can be. Notice what a poison this is. We confuse a lot of faith. We have to enter the state of absolute certainty, which is zero, is preferable. When I speak like this, look what you are going to do. I'll pass this mantra on to you. Look, I can't believe it will work. You just can't think it won't work. Then between one neutral zero state, do without any restriction, you are in the present.
Of absolute certainty.
Absolute certainty, then everything happens.
So it's in doubt, right? We always doubt that something can happen. Mainly positive.
And the ego comes to speak safely. The ego comes like this. What do you think of this little mantra that America will solve is...
That's right. Most are thought like this. Because then what comes my question? Because here in the West, we have so much difficulty, right? Like you talked about the hospital in China. There, in India, it is not even spoken that. What happened for us to lose and think that the solution to our problems is in medicine, traditional. It's in the medicine we bought at the pharmacy.
The religions, most religions, taught, right? Most taught that you are far from God. God is out there. You are here. Now the religions that taught this delayed. Our perception of this power that we have, understood this power that we have that is within us. Jesus spoke, I go to the Father, but the Father is inside you. Also spoke to Mary Magdalene. That moment he said that he was clear. I mean, Paul in the Bible itself speaks, God is inside you. Now, if God is inside me, what is doubt and fear? When I'm scared, I'm denying God inside me. Look at, that's why it's the problem of being afraid. So like this, it's human to be afraid. Of course it is. It's not spiritual to stay in fear. I felt afraid. Oops, what happens? Fear contracts fear very strong. It encapsulates tumor, cyst, and becomes continues. Fear, you contract like this with fear, right? With joy that you do, you open your arms, turns to water. Open your arms, then. When you really feels that you helped, that's why the memory of yourself. You have to remember that you are a being of light. Only everyone was teaching us that God is out there.
So just because Jesus was speaking, I'm right. And many people understand who I am. Like he spoke in the first person. Follow me. Only actually, he was showing us the real thing. Self-knowledge is
in the teaching us that he was saying, God in me is my Father in me. So I am, that's the key point of it all. Of everything. And he taught the disciples another Father of ours. You know, so you have this Father of ours that everyone does, which is still in order. See it? That the population was not yet prepared. But for the disciples, he taught another Father of ours, our intern. That's our Father of the
That's our Father of the You could talk,
Let's go. Close your eyes, whoever is watching us now, to open the doors of consciousness. Place right hand on heart and left hand put in the navel. You will bridge two important chakras. Feel what you will feel now. Feel press or heat up. Feel what you feel. This is the key to universe. Then listening to the words. You pay attention to your pulsar of the two hands and see which one. It's having one heat point. Our Father, who art in heaven, sanctified be your name. I am your manifested kingdom. I am your will that is being fulfilled. I am on earth, just like I am in heaven. To all I give today the daily bread. I forgive all my life on this day. And I am also the forgiveness that she extends to me. I take every man away from temptations. I free every man from any dire situation. I am the kingdom. I am the power. I am the glory of God and eternal and immortal manifestation. All this I am. If then pulsate. Who can open their eyes, felt
it's not the right hand anymore, right?
Some feel more I felt left is depends. Depends on where it needs to be replaced by light. So the light goes where you need it. Here we did something that the disciples did to connect with your higher self. This is our Father that connects and connects you with something. That's why all this I am. Notice all the manifestation of the Father in us. So it's time. Because we are going to need first to look at all these events that are occurring naturally in nature. So when the person spoke, it was God who wanted. I'm not going to be God's advocate from now on. I'm going to be God's advocate because it's everyone did well, right? And for now, he hasn't turned me down as a lawyer, right? So thanked, right?
Because a lot of people say that, right?
And when you realize that because one thing I like to repeat a lot like this, what disaster means. One disaster happened. Disasters. You're off the Astros. Means you're off the top power. That's one disaster. Happened because you were off. Realizes, sometimes people ask me like this, what are you? You are a guru. I said no. You are a master. I say no. So, what are you? I speak like this. Lately, I started having an electrician profession.
It's serious.
I put switches on the wall. You go there and turn on your light. Realizes, I just put the switch. Sometimes I also work as a postman, delivering the messages to each of you.